Hello. So, I've taken quite a while with actually making this one, and it's been an absolute nightmare in making it. Trying to just play Kentro. But not for the reason you think, really. Let's just say, this week has made me go a little bit insane from the repeated situations, one after the other, of exactly what you would expect from Path of Titan's official servers. So, to start off, I'll be going over some of the abilities and some of the changes, followed up with my experiences on trying to play Kentro. And with that out of the way, I hope you all enjoy. I ask you to forgive me because while I'm recording this, one, I'm extremely thirsty, and two, it is very early. So, because Kentro's been out for quite a while by the time I actually upload this, I'm just gonna go over this really quick, and yeah, you'll know anyway. So Death Rattle is way better. It doesn't slow you down anymore, it lasts longer, and it does, increases your damage more than before. Cool. Spit. We ended up getting Spit, same for Miragaya, best meme ability in the game. And useful as an actual combat tool every now and then, but meh. We all know we're just gonna spit on our friends and babies. Tail Swing, same as before. Except now you can charge it on both sides. Cool. Tail Attack, well, we have directional swings, same as Miragaya. Basically think of this as just a smaller, faster Miragaya. Juke. It makes you spin around 180 degrees very quickly. That's it. It could be useful as maybe an escape tool, but who's really gonna, take Juke over Death Rattle? Let's be honest. Detonate works exactly the same way as as the detonate on Miragaya, but instead of working on Venom and Toxin, instead works on Bleed. Cool. Bloodlust in the Sense category. You deal less raw damage, deal more bleed damage. Cool. Braced Legs, same as Lambio, one of the best mobility tools in the game in my opinion. You could run up hills and down hills faster. Awesome. Leaving you, it's just better. It's cool. Counter turn. I don't see much use in it personally, just because 3-minute cooldown that only actually works when you're out of combat. For just like old Kentro turning for 20 seconds. I can see the use for it for like quick fights, but that's it. Forager, Fresh Blood, same as Aloe and Stego. Cool. More damage when stuff is bleeding around you. Cool. Long Distance Runner, we all know. Spiked Hide, that's just, Kentro's base intrinsic value. You hit it, you bleed. Cool. Resilient Spikes, increase bleed heal, bone break heal, poison heal, venom heal, and toxin heal by 40%. Awesome. But that's still nowhere near as good as Dense Plates because health recovery by 50% increased. Well, what can you say? That's no effort needed other than just stay out of combat and you heal faster. Spiked Gathering. Be in a group with other Stegosaurs with this, perk on as well, and you'll all do more, reflect damage. Though I don't think that counts for the bleed, I think that only counts for the raw damage itself, so bring a lot of Kentros and you'll all be doing, a lot more damage with your recoil, although recoil is kind of toothless right now. Or should I say spikeless in this case? Yeah. Don't go into single player, because, yeah. Kentro does not have the stats that it does on officials in single player, or on most of the community servers. A lot of the community servers right now that actually have Kentro on them, they've actually had to adjust the stats themselves because something has gone wrong with, the patching that Alderon does, and it didn't apply to, I guess, everything in the game. Instead, it only affected official servers. Woohoo. So, let's go over a couple of the changes with Kentro. They buffed up its health, so it's tankier, sure. But then they also removed Lone Survivor and the Armor Hide from Kentro, so I guess that's just to balance it out. So I'd say it's about as tanky as before if you were using Lone Survivor and Armor Hide before. There's also a change that they ended up making to turning. They made the base turning on Kentro a lot better, like 25% they say, which is, let's just say, it's a lot nicer than before, but that came at the cost of pretty much all of the turning increase options that we had before, this TLC. Which is kind of rough, but it is what it is. Let's not forget also that they ended up removing the speed hide, so that means that if you want to try and outrun stuff, you're going to have to try and make use out of braced legs, instead of just running in a straight line and dodging the entire world. Though this has led me to gain a little bit of trauma. Yeah, that's right. That's a DASP running me down in a straight line. Because speed DASP. They removed the speed hide from Kentro, but hey, they didn't touch DASP speed subspecies, eh? If you would like to know how this ended up happening in the first place, well, I ended up seeing an aloe. I thought, oh, they look alone. This looks fun. Besides just running in a straight line, I thought they were honestly going to try and go to the water, and I would have just tried my luck with fighting them near the water, with them hanging on the edge. No, they were just running me out of stamina to make sure that the DASP could catch me. Though, as you can see, that's not really needed. I never knew that bone breakless DASP with, the speed subspecies was this fast. This is ridiculous. How the hell has Alderon done so many updates to DASP lately, but not touched the main problem yet again, which was speed subspecies? I've actually gotten to the point where I feel safer around a DASP with Bone Break than I do with, around a DASP without Bone Break. At least when I'm playing Kentro, because that speed is ridiculous. So, as for context in this clip, I'm kind of just wandering around, looking for some interaction. I see a Sarco questing, but since it's so close to the water, there's no point in fighting a semi-aquatic like that. Not with a Kentro. There's also a chance that it could have grab and just pull me into the water. But then this Patchy comes along. They seem friendly enough. They decide to invite me. I decide not to actually accept it, and they change their mind quite quickly. I guess I should add right here, this is my first actual attempt with Kentro in terms of any type of fight. Of course it's with a Patchy, and it's a freshly nerfed Patchy with its stamina nerfed and its turning nerfed, so yeah. Either way, the thing that really messes me up the most with Kentro is actually just adjusting to the directional attacks, because, God, you're gonna notice. So they ended up just jumping, back. They went onto the rocks and they went to go heal, and there's nothing I can really do to stop them. The best thing I can really do is back off, get some water, and come back, after I've healed a bit. Thankfully, dense plates that Kentro has from the TLC is quite useful. But now that I know what to expect, a Sarco in the water, but a Patchy and a killer on land, well, I've already filled up my water, so I don't need to do that. All I'm really fixated on is just the berry bush, and nothing will stop me from eating from that berry bush. That is pretty much the reason why I ended up popping my death rattle really early. It'll be pretty scary for them to stop me, or at least attempt to stop me from doing what I want to do right now. Now, here, it's kind of funny how they start acting, because they're acting like I really am, like, desperate to try and finish them off or anything like that. Well, you know, I would go for it if I given the chance, but I know that the instant that they feel like they may die, like from the next hit, they will just hop onto a rock, and then there's nothing I can do to stop them from healing. Just like that Achillo right there. So, what's best to do in these kind of situations, since they will probably try to attempt to keep me in combat while one of them heal, is that I just fill up and leave, because they can win this war of attrition against me with just a little bit of coordination, whether they know it or not. But now that I've finished getting what I want and filling up my food, I can just leave them with a nice little mocking heart call and be on my way. Not before the Patchy does try one last time, of course. So I declined it, and Apache immediately started attacking, and so then the Achillo showed up like 30 seconds afterwards, after I got a bunch of hits on the Packy. And then I just, they kind of just ran away and started playing safe, so I ran off, healed a little bit, like in 2 minutes, in like a minute or so. Came back and pushed them, and just took 8 from the bush without them being able to do anything. You know, just grab a berry off the bush, swallow it, while just defend myself and hitting them in the face, because they're idiots who just run into a Kentro tail. Yeah. It's really tricky getting used to the directional swings. It is... Yeah, it's screwed me over quite a few times. So, for this clip, I ended up seeing a stego, and I thought, just instantly, ooh, cousin, must help, you know? You get what I'm saying. So, here's that fight. Though, this is pretty much my second time actually trying it, and I'm actually trying to get use out of spit as well, but of course that just screwed me over right off the bat. Yeah, I played absolutely terrible right there. And when I'm watching this back right here and I'm talking to you right here, I'm also noticing how like ignorant I was of my directional swing at the time as well. And it just, well, not only was I pretty much just tanking aloes like an idiot, but then I was also pretty much just ignoring one of the main mechanics of, the playable. It, you know what I mean. Though I did manage to get that alio to death marks at least, though they were probably hit by the stego beforehand. So I ended up respawning in Desolate, and I made my way back to Crater, in which there was a huge aloe pack on the other side of Crater. There was also two metris along with them that were maybe a little too passive, if you catch my drift. Yeah, you can just smell it from a mile away. Which pretty much makes sense for Metri since I nicknamed it Death Breath, so. So yeah, as you notice right here, they're getting a lot of hits, they're stacking up a lot of bleed on themselves as well. But I'm also forgetting to actually use my basic swing if I look forward or backwards, like this one right here. It covers a lot more area and, well, it's a much longer actual, danger zone when the attack is actually in action. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. I don't know any other way to put it. But either way, one of the metries ended up popping their healing call already. But hey, they're both still bleeding, so they're not healing. Woohoo! They made quite the mistake there that I am not gonna let go unpunished. Now, this metri right here is so close to death. Look at it. You all know, and I can hear you in the comments, I can hear your keyboards, I can hear your thumbs tapping on your phone right now, saying, "You should have hit the detonate!" I know, I know. And let me just tell you, I tried, but hey, I'm bad. And this is pretty much my second fight on Kentro, with the TLC. So, I knew that this guy was pretty much on the cusp of death. I mean, look how red they are. I'm sure they're stacked up with loads of bleed as well. But they ended up just running to the big group on the other side of Crater. And with my stam as low as it is, I knew I could not really catch that metri since, well, it outsped me. What can I do? So all I can really do is pretend that I have more stam than I actually do by just running non-stop to actually have a chance at surviving. In which, thankfully, they did fall for that bluff. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. But, yeah, they were not very smart, those metries, but hey, they were able to survive because numbers. You know how it is. This game is, like, pretty demoralizing at times. The metri that ran to the aloes at first, well, they were obviously just about to bleed out, I'm sure. But I didn't really have the stamina to get out of there, really. I could have finished that metri. I could have finished that metri if I was a better player. If I had hit it with, like, one more detonate, it would have been dead. If I had hit it with a detonate, but it was just faster than me. But, I was kind of settled for chasing it to death and keeping it running. Because I thought it was just on the cusp. I thought it was just about to bleed out, like 10 seconds more of running, and it would have died. I swear. I'll have to check on the replay. Even though replay is bugged, and no one can see, the actual attacks that people do on the replay right now. So they've broken replay even further. Woohoo! So for this clip, after about half an hour of walking around the map, I got bored, and of course here we are at the crater. Now, with Megs here, I'm usually always expecting them to attack, because, especially in this case, they've pretty much got a free escape from me just by walking into the water. In which, you kind of just don't interact with them. Just let them go back to the water, and then just walk away. That's usually how you solve most of your issues in this game. You just walk away from dumb situations that you cannot finish on your own accord. And also, forgive me. I have no idea why they jumped onto me, but I kind of assumed since they weren't using, any mocking whisper to help my damage or anything like that, they just wanted to use their plague to try and, do something, try and contribute in some way. I was kind of happy to see that a Struthi was trying to actually fight them as well. That was nice to see. But I was quite surprised to see a Rex. And yeah, they are very eager. Let's just say that. Yeah, let's just say for this fight, I've really gotta be like that annoying guy in terms of like the emoting and stuff like that, just to keep their interest. Otherwise, you know how it'll go. They'll just run to the water, or, just a ledge, and I won't be able to do anything in the first place. But then also trying to switch up between walking away and then attacking, because a lot of the time, this Rex tends to fall into this pattern of, if I try to attack, they'll stay still. If I be annoying, they'll follow. So if I switch from making them follow and into making them stand still, they'll end up forgetting where they are, and they'll just, they'll keep moving further and further and further away from the areas where I can't do anything to them. So I've kind of got to start looking at this like a World of Warcraft dungeon boss at this point. So, after getting a little too far away from, the boss, you end up losing aggro, right? So you run back to it to pick up the aggro again. Do a little bit of damage, and then you run away from it, and then, the boss's pride will be too hurt since you ended up getting a free hit and then taunted it. That'll end up following you back out of the boss room. Cool, right? Oh wait, this isn't an MMO, I forgot. Sorry, my mistake. This Rex was acting as simple as a World of Warcraft dungeon boss. Right, you saw that they turned around right there. That means I'm on the edge of the boss room. That means that if I pass a certain line, they'll lose aggro. But as soon as I cross that line again, I'll gain aggro again. See, look at that. That's AI in motion right there. Alderon, you've outdone yourself. Oh wait, no, this is a player. Okay. Just do be careful not to try and abuse the aggro too much, because, yeah, you know how it is. AI is getting smarter these days, and it's starting to learn and try and come up with new little strategies, or, yeah, just to try and trick you. But don't forget, they're very slow. Just always remember that, a quick taunt, you just use your taunt, and you'll gain aggro right back. It works every time. And so, now at this point, I'm pretty much just trying to toy with the aggro range for the level of health that this Rex is probably at. Because, you know, I'm sure they've got a pretty much next to no bleed on them, since I'm seeing my fresh blood run out very quickly, so I'm not getting much uptime on my damage buff. But so long as I can, you know, keep the boss in this area by just trying to manage my taunts, manage my aggro range, managing, you know, damage every now and then. Sometimes you gotta take damage to deal damage, but it is what it is. So long as I can keep them from the safe zone over by the pond, I can stop them from spawning ads in the form of megs, you know? I was pretty lucky to pull a pug to help me with this boss fight in the form of Apache. They have their uses. Oh lord, the boss's activated is Enrage attack. If it hits you, you die, but thankfully it does leave a nice opening right afterwards. And here we have hit the health threshold, in which the boss will run to the final zone and start summoning ads while also trying to heal. So now the name of the game, since the boss is in, you know, the last phase, is to kind of just try and keep it from healing, you know, debuff it, try and aggro it to get out of the zone that it's in right now, since it's not an advantageous zone for me to actually try and fight the boss in. But yeah, this is gonna take some patience. Especially with all the goddamn ads it keeps spawning. So because I know someone's going to end up saying in the comments, why the hell did I move like that? That was really weird. I hit the wrong button and I froze up when the attack that I expected to come out did not come out. Whoopsie. So, with this low health, I kind of just need to heal up a bit. So I decide to get some food, some water, but, you know, not without the Megs trying to interfere and stop me in the first place, which makes sense since, you know, they want to work with the Rex, and they want the Rex to survive. I just can't, man. I just can't. Wait, why is there an Iggy here now? Wait, he's looking over there. Oh. I'm actually at a loss of what to do here. Every time I go to try to hit it, well, Kentro's turning just isn't good enough. I need to just spit on it, man. Oh, why? Why? Directional attack fucked me. You know it's gonna just hop in the water. Ooh, that's pops. Let me just give him the old hack tour. Nice. Can't believe it's taken this much. But hey, it's a super defensive position. Finally. That is a raptor and an Achillo. I know they're gonna attack. I know it. Oh my god, and a hat. Oh, that's concerning. That is very concerning. Mate, they surrounded me. They've already surrounded me. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. I knew it. Nope. I knew it. Damn it, I lost the, Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the tree line. I need to get towards hunters. Oh, wait. I need to burn this. Oh, mate. What can I do? Nope. Run towards the tree line. Oh, mate, it's too much. Mate. What can I do? What can I do? What can can I do? Honestly. I'll give them this. It was nice to see a group in Savannah. It's a different place to fight, but... Fuck me if this game is just demoralizing. It's so demoralizing. It was just too much to deal with. I think maybe what I should have done is maybe attack the hats early on with, maybe I should have popped my death rattle a bit sooner and then started going aggressive against the hats. I don't know. The real correct answer here, in hindsight, was to have sprinted past the Achillo and the Raptor and just ran towards Hunter's Thicket a lot sooner, where they would have had a harder time to actually fight me. But hey, hindsight is 2020. Oh, there's a Stego. Ooh, should I go and help the Stego? I should go and help the Stego. Stego! Don't die on me. Yes, and a trike. Don't you die on me, Stego. Don't you die on me, Stego. Yes. Oh. Oh, you want some? You want some? Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, I'm gonna run you out of... Ah, mate. See what I mean? Will he log there? Oh, wait, no, he's gonna try and, like, rest on there. Yeah, he's gonna sit. Man. What can you do? What can we do? They're safe. They got away, they made it. I'm really hoping this EO doesn't just turn and wreck me right here. Hey, Suko, did you know you're a really loud swimmer? I mean... get spit on. Get spit on. See what I mean? It's super disrespectful. Right. Man, this is a lot of Stegos. Oh, you know, Stegosaurids. I like this. This is cool. This is what I've been missing. Teammates. If you can't beat them, do the same as them. Well, now we look dumb. Oh, mate. I don't know why we're wasting our time with a fucking Suko. I really don't. it's like we could never kill him. We can't kill him. It's a never-ending fight. If we stay here, it's a never-ending fight. It jumps in the water, it heals. Oh, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. They were dumb enough to get stuck and run up there. So, do you remember the Picno at the beginning of this fight? Well, yeah, they got low and they ended up logging off in the water, and so they came back on an Achillo. And let's just say, every chance they have gotten, they have trash-talked non-stop. Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine if you hit me. I do not care. Okay, he's dumb. He's dumb. Oh no, he's gonna jump up on that rock right there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see if this hits. No, it doesn't. Fuck. That's annoying. Oh well. Oh, yeah, there they go to go switch. Yeah. So, me and the randoms, like the baby mirror, the baby stego, the adult mirror, we hung around the area for a little while. I kind of just held onto the trophy to give to the babies because they were still on cooldown. And so the duck, for some reason, wanted me to waystone one of their friends, and yeah, I didn't trust them one bit. I have adopted a duck. Yes. But you know how I said that the Achillo went to go swap? Well, you remember how a Rex died very early into this clip? Oh, well, that is concerning. That is a scary thing to see. We're about to go to the Waystone, then all of a sudden, boom, 2 Rex. This guy's just like putting out the alert call, like, ah! Are you having a laugh, love? Oh no. Oh no, 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 you're gonna run into me. Oh. Mate, that's 3 Rexes. That's 3 Rexes. Jesus. Well, I guess they switched. You know when I said that raptor was running back to the cave? Right. Well, now you see what they came back with, I guess. Although they did get that waystoned. All 3 of those waystoned. Unless, maybe, better yet, maybe they were in the Broken Tooth Cave. Up here. They might have been. That would make sense as well. I find it funny though. They've only been just talking out to people. They haven't. No one's been saying anything back. Most of the time. I mean, today this is quite nice. I got to join like a small herd for a little bit. Yeah. Who would have thought, right, that joining randoms and being in like a random group would be fun? Who would have thought? Ha! Huh. That's just how this game is. It's built for groups now. It's not for solos. As frustrating as that is, that you want to be able to try and do something alone, ultimately, you will eventually be just overrun by numbers. Every time. That will always be a downfall, is numbers, numbers, numbers. Oh wait, is that Duck trying to fight the Rexes? Yeah. No, there's no point in me even going down there. Oh wait. Well, damn. Let's, give my hand at it, shall we? Yeah, do it. LOL. Yes. Let's see you back up to a wall. Yeah, no, don't mind me while I just heal. Honestly, it'd be best if I just leave and cut my losses. I've already killed one of them. See ya. So, to wrap up the video, I did end up having 3 1v1s, but messed up with saving my recordings, and yeah, they cut off the fights, sadly. So, let's kill a stream sniper. So, Morcrom was fighting something in Savannah, or should I say something, a group in Savannah. And every time he killed something, something else would come back, or if he couldn't kill it and it got away, something, you know, a different playable would come back. And there was one Dasp on the beach. You know, pretty much just saying, 1v1 me Morcrom. And so Morcrom just tells me, hey, you leave them alone. There's no need to try and help me for now. You know, I'll 1v1 them and, you know, they'll be satisfied. All of a sudden, Asako attacks Morcrom on one of the northern islands. And so I just set my plan into motion, and I start to interfere myself, since, you know, what are you to expect after that, right? And weirdly enough, it was quite easy to sneak up on them. As you can see right here. I'm just slowly taking my time. I was taking my time, just trying to get as close as possible before they started moving. So, here we are at the end. As I said at the beginning of the video, this one took an absolute age and was an absolute nightmare for me to make, just grabbing footage, but I'm glad we got there in the end. It was semi-worth it, or maybe not. It depends on how you define worth it in the terms of sanity. But hey, we're all playing Path of Titans for a reason, right? Because we have no sanity already. So, with that all out of the way, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye.